Hey-yo. Think I better let it go. Come on now. We want to talk about, just kind of give some insight and have a little Q&A about our 40 Days of Positivity campaign that's about to kick off pretty soon. How many people need positivity in your life? How many people need to be positive? I saw somebody look at the person next to them. You ain't positive. And so we know that we've been kind of touching on it and sprinkling positivity dust here and there, but we want to go a little bit deeper and just kind of bring you in a little bit closer to what it is that we're going to do. Can you explain what a small group is?
Yeah, a small group is pretty much, it is a at-home Bible study. It is how the early church actually functioned. If you read in the book of Acts and you kind of go through it, what you'll discover is that there were no dedicated church buildings like we have today for people to meet. So the church often met in small groups, 10, 12, 15 people, and they met in people's homes. And that's where the spiritual growth, the instruction, the teaching, that's where all of that took place for the early church. And so as the church grows larger, it has to grow smaller at the same time. And why? Because it's difficult to be intimate in a room of 100, 150, 200, 500,000 people. Spiritual growth doesn't happen on a Sunday. Spiritual, how can I say it? Spiritual excitement happens on Sunday, not spiritual growth, right? Spiritual growth happens in small groups. Spiritual growth happens in a room of 2 or 3 or 5, 10 people. That's where spiritual growth happens. Why? Because that's where you get to practice forgiveness. That's where you get to practice love. That's where you get to practice kindness. That's where you get to practice encouragement and hope and building up and prayer. That's where you get to practice it. Everybody, we can't do that in a room this size with this many people. But so all we come here for is on Sunday, we come to worship God, to celebrate him, but we really come to get inspired. And really what happens is people come to church on Sunday, they get inspired and leave, and then they end up exactly the way they left on Sunday because there was nothing during the week to actually keep them motivated or where they could practice what they learned on Sunday to actually help it to become a part of their everyday lives. We're about to arrest all of that because everybody needs to be a part of a small group where you will take the inspiration from Sunday and you will work it out in the lab in small groups on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, or Saturday, or whenever your small group happens.
Ooh, so like arrested development.
Yes.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
How will the small groups be assigned?
So what we're going to be doing, Miss Ravonda is heading up the small group portion. And so what we're looking for is for hosts, people who are willing to host small group in their homes. And once we have the hosts, we're going to do some trainings with the hosts so that they know what to do. We don't want anybody to feel unprepared. And once we have these small groups and we know where people will be going, we will post those. And then we'll encourage people to join the ones closest to their homes or closest to their work if they'll be coming from home and all of that.
In the small groups, is every home on the same topic? Like who the host is teaching? Like, are we all learning the same thing but in different homes, or does the host have to pick out what the lesson's going to be?
Great question. So the way that it's going to happen is I have created all of the small group materials, all of them, the curriculum as well as the teaching. The teaching is going to be uploaded online, and everyone, if you're a host, what you'll do is when people come and they gather, you'll just cut me on, and I'll teach the whole thing. The host will have the curriculum, and there will be a host curriculum and a student curriculum. The host curriculum will have other suggested notes in terms of how to lead the discussion and the conversation and all of that. But everything will be based on what people have heard me say as they're watching on the screen. So everything is really kind of done for us. And yes, everyone, all of the small groups will be on the exact same topic, and those topics will be reflective of what we just talked about on Sunday.